Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, commanded the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, وَذَكِّرْهُمْ بِأَيَّامِ اللَّهِ, remind them with the days of Allah. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us about one of those days. He said, a day that's great, and that's يَوْمٌ مِنْ أَيَّامِ اللَّهِ. So one of the days of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, meaning one of the blessed day. And Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu mentioned that the Prophet ﷺ, he never used to single out a day and giving attention and fasting that day like that day of Ashura. And the Prophet ﷺ, when he arrived Medina, he found that Jews fasting that day, and he asked them, and he said that day when Allah saved Musa from Pharaoh. And he said, we have more right, for Musa than you. And he fasted and he commanded the Sahaba to fast that day. And actually, that was mandatory before the obligation of the month of Ramadan. So you see how that day is important, the day of Ashura. It was known, even for the Arab, at the time of Jahiliyyah, as one of the inheritance and one of the teaching of a Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. So that day is a special day, the day of Ashura, the 10th of Muharram. And the Prophet ﷺ actually, he used to give more attention and even encouragement to the Sahaba to fast as much as they can from the month of Muharram. So the month of Muharram, generally speaking, that's one of the best, fasting after the fasting of the month of Ramadan. Especially the 10th, and if you can even fast the 9th and the 10th. And fasting just the 10th of Muharram will be a means of erasing sins of a year. As Rasulullah إِنِّي أَحْتَسِبُ عَلَى اللَّهِ أَنْ يُكَفِّرَ السَّنَةَ الَّتِي قَبْلَهُ. That I count the sake of Allah, that might be a means of wiping out the sins of the previous year. And the Prophet ﷺ advised actually to fast the 9th and the 10th. لَإِنْ عَشْتُ إِلَىٰ قَابِلٍ أَوْ سُمَّنَّ التَّاسِعَ وَالْعَاشِرِ. So he recommended that, as the Prophet ﷺ was knowing that he would do things that would, considering not following the steps of the people of Scripture, and he يعجبه مخالفة اليهود والنصارى. He would like to act differently from Jewish and Christian, where in their practice. So that's one of the reasons. And there are other reasons why the Prophet advised to do, the 9th and the 10th. So tomorrow will be the 9th of the Hijjah. The 9th of Muharram, and the Friday will be the 10th. So if you can encourage yourself and your family to plan that day, that would be great, as that's one of the days of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, following the steps of our beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And inshallah, on Friday, we're going to have more explanation and talks about the virtue of that day, and all other topics are related. So inshallah, we're going to gather before breaking the fast at 7:30 in the masjid here, inshallah, along with other imams, and we'll talk about the virtue of Ashura, and we have reflection on that on Friday. So Friday the 10th, yes, the 10th, on a Friday at 7:30 billahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. And inshallah, we are going to have a community breakfast, and I think that you should require your ticket or register for that, because they want to know the number. So anyway, for the lecture, it's open for everybody. It will be on this Friday at 7:30. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our good deed, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us and put the love of deen in our heart. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us among those that following the steps of our beloved Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ameen. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.